Steve, I ain't got time for this bullshit. Oh, you got a fucking tie on. He took the sweatshirt off. Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live tonight. Your Geaux Team on February 10th, 2026. I am your moderator extraordinaire, the well-dressed Daniel.
Nice.
It does have an LSU logo on it, but well-dressed tonight. Sorry, the microphone's hiding the tie. Zombie, any comments?
Who taught you how to tie a tie?
It was terrible, but hey.
It's fucking terrible. Is that a full Windsor?
No.
Because if that's not a full Windsor, your ass is out of here.
I think that's called a shit Windsor.
I think that's called a I crap my pants Windsor.
It's called the hoodie I had on disguising this.
No, that was tied. Dan, you should know this about me. I am very much a snob when it comes to the tie knot in a tie. That is not a full Windsor. Can you tie a bow tie from scratch?
No. But are you wearing a tie? You know, a man who wears a tie.
I'm wearing one of one and one of one. There is nowhere else in the universe that this exists except for around my neck.
On the other side of the transatlantic cable, we've got my man, Zombie Bob. Zombie Bob, how are we doing tonight?
I am running late, and I apologize to our loyal fans. It's fucking, speaking of fans, it's hot in here.
That's because you're too hot in there. Going back to the tie, a man who wears a tie does not take advice from a man who doesn't wear a tie. You're not wearing a tie. Down the river, we've got Mr. Excitement himself. Chip, how are we doing tonight?
I fucking love Chip.
Chip's got big breaking news. Are we going to break it at the beginning?
No, I cannot put that out on here. I haven't. No.
Oh, yes. I didn't think about that. I need to keep my mouth shut on that. My apologies. One day soon, we may have breaking news from Chip, but it will not be tonight. How about that? I didn't think about the ramifications of running my mouth just then.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that, Daniel.
Well, hey, but I made a big enough stink over it. That's why you did it. I get it. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah. No. We got. Or you go ahead, Chip. You go ahead.
Okay, so how about this? So I'm going to be there on Saturday.
Endymion?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hand me one of those and I'll pay for it? But just make me look.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Zombie, tell us about the swag that you got.
I love them. I think they're all fantastic.
This one I didn't wear. This one.
I love that one. It's fucking, dude. Can you imagine? That'd be an arrest if you threw that.
There would be an arrest. Depends on where he threw it. I know what you're saying.
Where are you going to be?
I don't know, but I'll text you everything, and I will make sure you know. You'll be able to see the text, right? Do they have?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
need a sign.
I just need to know what number. I'll let you know where we're going to be. I just gotta. My buddy Connor's coming to town, so
I know Connor. Don't I?
No,
not that Connor. Different Connor.
Yeah, he's my best friend from the Army, but he lived here for years with me, and I have two best friends, Daniel, and my best friend from the Army, and Zombie Bob. 3.
There we go.
He's got 3 of them.
But I love them. I love all of them.
Well,
I'm gonna get you them all, Pokemon.
I love the 3D printed chains, the metallic looking glossy. But this one's just like the regular. I mean, it's cool. This one came out of production first. This is the first prototype, but coming soon to a storefront near you, Daniel. Perhaps?
You know what you need to do, Zombie? Just
to a storefront near you soon.
Mm-hmm. Soon.
Just go to the next LSU tailgate, Clemson, and just walk around and sell those. And
There's probably a permit that needs to be done for that, but there's a storefront.
No, those kids walk around selling candy bars every day.
yeah, our
Ain't nobody
buy 'em.
stopping them.
I buy them all the time.
Our friend Sarah always gets those three kids. She has to watch.
No, as always in everything in life, just do it and ask
For
for
forgiveness.
forgiveness. Never ask permission. Always
Absolutely.
ask for forgiveness.
That's what I do.
I don't know about everything.
And
I
then
do
when in doubt, bring a clipboard. If you have a
I
clipboard,
literally brought my clipboard to the meeting tonight. I
yeah,
had an
you have a
Endymion
clipboard,
float
people
lieutenant's-
think you're in charge.
Yeah, I had a float lieutenant's meeting tonight.
I gotta, that's a big deal. I got a speeding ticket on Christmas Day and I forgot about it. Just got through it in my, because I don't care. But I just found out today. I looked at the thing. I was like, shit, court was like a week ago. So I'm gonna call and ask for forgiveness. And I'm gonna ask if they could take it off my record. So I don't
But
Biggest-
you're a veteran.
Biggest scam in human history, you go to jail if you miss jury duty. As a guy who has skipped jury duty now 3 times without ever telling a soul, they don't do shit.
All right, this is. Were we talking about men's basketball? Look, guys, I apologize that I was late. I apologize I was late. Like it's the eve of Zombie's big holiday, and we check into the hotel tomorrow. We float load for Morpheus on Thursday, and then boom, boom, boom. So I text Daniel. I'm like, look, y'all. Daniel did send the pre-meeting agenda, the prep
As always.
as always. Thank you for that. And it's like and subscribe. So please like and subscribe, especially subscribe. We need to get our subscriber numbers up because there's some things we're working on. But A, we appreciate you guys. B, I'm like, look, y'all talk about, like the greatest outfield ever. I have nothing to contribute to that as far as LSU baseball. Like y'all do your little thing. Like I'm frantically running around trying to get things done, and which I'm happy to tell you about when we get to the Mardi Gras segment. But I'm like, Daniel, like, let me tap in, like 15, 20 minutes late. And he's like, seriously, dude? Like the one night I need you there at the beginning. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
The one night I wear a tie, because for those of y'all who obviously not chipping Zombie, I was wearing a hoodie before we went live. And then when the intro video hit, I took off the hoodie because I wanted Zombie's facial expression, because he always brags about being the best dressed on the program. And I knew he was going to do something Mardi Gras themed. So I knew this was the one opportunity
Okay.
that I
respect the game.
had to wear a tie. And that's why I'm wearing purple, green.
And the
gold.
green. I got you.
Yeah.
I saw it. I noted, duly noted. Well done. I apologize. I came off a little hard about the tie. I am a snob when it comes to.
It's a Windsor, but it's just not.
It's not. It's a full Windsor, Daniel.
Not a full Windsor,
Full.
whatever you call it.
Full.
And plus, this tie, this one's been through the ringer. It looks a little rough on the bottom, so. But it had to go with the attire, so
Right.
I had to go with it, and I knew the bottom of it, where it's seen better days. Wasn't going to see the camera. So anyway, we got a lot of guys in the comments tonight. So Zombie jumped on and was like, the chat's already 20.
It is. And what does G-Moo say? Give Zombie the chat. Throw me backstage. I'm gonna put on the fan, fix the light.
There we go. In the chat. Well, first thing I was gonna tell Zombie, I don't think he knows that G-Moose, that you were hacked on Twitter. We were talking about it the other day between the two of us, or Chip, you were on that text too.
Mm-hmm.
And we were worried about G-Moose possibly having to do a welfare check on our man, because I tagged him in something on Twitter and he didn't reply. And that's why I was like, I wonder that. And then I went to his profile and it was something about buying a Dodge something or another. And something about he bought a new car using crypto. So I was like, hey, he either got a new car and he's into that, or he got hacked, one or the other. So
Yeah, sounding G-Moo, you weren't in Tucson about 2 weeks ago, were you?
no, don't go there. Paul says, what's up, boys, in the chats.
Stuff.
AP obviously in the chat as well, because he was in there when I was chatting with G-Moose about his Twitter account getting hacked. Zombie's back. Zombie, G-Moose did confirm his Twitter got hacked.
When he started talking about crypto, I'm like, I think
Yeah, he
Dewey
either got a
hit.
new car.
No,
And
when
he's
he
into
started,
that thing.
when he
or-
started, because it was something like, I want to get into crypto was one tweet I saw, and then all of a sudden he's buying a car based off of his crypto. So tonight is brought by the Fleur de Leaf red cream soda, 5 milligrams THC. So I'm like, it's time to strap it on, boys.
I could use some THC right now.
And then AP will be back on tomorrow. AP will be back on tomorrow at 8:00 with David and Paul, I believe. I think I saw
That's
that.
awesome.
I don't know if that's confirmed.
AP killing it.
Yes. Brian said, let's go. Brian Hunt in the chat, David in the chat. We got Chance in there tonight. We got a little bit of everybody.
Can I point something out real quick?
Paul asking, is Chip a veteran? Chip is a veteran. Chip's been to 4 tours of duty, 2 in Iraq.
No, 3.
No.
I mean,
I know
if you count Korea, I went to Afghanistan twice in Iraq.
You lived overseas on behalf of this country. That counts.
Yeah, but Korea was just a bullshit. Like I was just doing some.
Chance.
Yes, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say Korea. I mean, I was in like I don't know, like it was just a fuck off year, but it was great for getting healthy. But yeah, I was in Afghanistan twice, and I was an infantryman. I was in 82nd Airborne.
Chance says there's ticket scalpers at every game. What's the difference between what you're doing? Zombie selling the stuff.
You know what guy I'm talking about? The guy with the jersey. You remember that? Like,
yeah, Condon went on a rant about that one time.
Like 2000.
He's like, I'm not.
You know what guy I'm talking about? The guy with the jersey that's purple and gold, but it's not an LSU jersey. It was funny.
Paul says that
thank you,
Chip is his
Paul.
favorite. And that's why when Chip starts ranting about how, and Chip rants about this, I am not saying this because I've never served, and so I don't have the right to say this. But when Chip starts talking about how A&M grads are the worst leaders in the military, he has the right to say that. I don't have the right to say that.
They're them in West Point, Virginia Tech, and Penn State, terrible officers. Not all of them, obviously. We're talking about a lot of people here. But
no, you know why George Patton's...
they're all kiss asses, and they're swamp creatures. There you go. That's what they're in there for. They're all swamp creatures. They're all on Jeffrey Epstein's list. Anyways, I'm just kidding.
Wait.
We're not allowed.
Are we
to
talking
go
about?
political. No,
are we
we're
talking
not
about sports this weekend?
That's not political. Exactly. You don't. What the fuck is this country coming to? You can.
Paul says he was literally typing A&M and West Point were the worst officers.
They're terrible.
But again, I don't have the right to dispute that, to validate that. I'm just saying thank you to everyone who has served.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So whether you went to Korea and you think it was a vacation, to me, you did that on behalf of the country, and I count that.
Well, it was. I mean, I got lucky going to Korea rather than going back to. I mean, I thought I was. I got injured, so we won't go into detail what happened. But
what colleges do produce good officers in the Army?
I could tell you my 2 favorite, and they were awesome, and they got out as soon as their time was up because they're just better. You know, not that staying in, but to enlisted guys, especially infantrymen, just man down to earth people. My two best officers. One went to We Are Marshall, and then the other one went to what is that? St. Bonaventure's.
The Bonnies.
Yeah, and they were fucking
the Friars, right?
I still talk to them all the time. So yeah, they take your back. Hell yeah, Paul.
So.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Thank you both for your service. Thank everybody.
So every time they ask veterans to stand at sporting events, Chip, I have to always make him stand up because Chip is not one to, shine the light on himself. Is that fair?
I don't like people like that.
I like it's just it doesn't make you better than anybody else. You know, it's just silent professional. Man.
Zombie will stand up for you next
No. I will not do stolen valor. No.
Okay, fair. But anything else related to
fucking any other spotlight, I'm fucking taking.
Yes.
Right.
Wait, do you salute the flag, Chip? Big question here.
Depends on the setting. Like I said, I don't like to like
Bring attention to yourself.
I don't like to bring attention. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think that is one of the best things you can do. And in fact, I think if we all did that, if I was on the Olympic stage, yeah, I would 100% salute the flag if I medaled, 100%. But I just don't like to bring attention to myself. I've never been like that. I've turned into a hermit the last like 15 years, 20 years ago. I might have asked. No, I've never asked for that. And now if it's online and it says you can get it, I'll put in my ID card number.
Yeah, the best.
I do that, and I give it. I try to pay it forward if someone, But yeah, I mean,
no. Usually, I've been with you, Chip. You don't ask for the military discount, but if they ever ask you to show ID, when you were active, you showed your military ID, and that would get you a discount sometimes. But you never were.
To be clear, it's most of the time it's because I didn't have a driver's license. I lost my driver's license because I lose everything. It's just easier just to get a military ID. But yeah,
Zombie Bob, you have a question?
When we were at the LSU home game at 10:30 in the morning against Tennessee in 2022, and there was a purple on purple crime.
That was me.
Didn't Chip show a military ID to the state trooper that was summoned to the scene?
No, they said I was in the military. So my friends and my lawyer said I was in the military.
Because I remember him saying, well,
wait, he's in the military. Don't let him. That's what they said. I said,
yeah. But what did the state trooper say?
He's like, man, just settle down.
No.
He said, Sergeant, you know better.
Yeah, Sergeant. That's what it was.
Yeah. They said, Sergeant, you know better than
you know better. You know better. A little purple.
All because you were defending Brian Kelly.
Ooh, how the turntables have turned.
If that guy is in the seats, what she usually is, I'm going to go be like, hey, about 5 years ago at the Tennessee game, you were complaining about BK. I'm sorry for yelling at you. That was me.
Big Orange Mac
your
was
son
loving it.
Glad did nothing happen because I would have killed your son. But anyways.
And on that note, are we ready to discuss our first topic of the night?
I don't even know what the topic. Wait, the bit I had to come on early to try on.
Yeah, because you.
That's it.
Yeah, I needed your reaction. And you said you were only going to be 15 minutes late, and we started 10, 15 minutes late. It was no biggie.
Well, that's because you two were arguing backstage.
We weren't arguing.
Well,
Chip has big news. I didn't think it was.
We'll learn about it in the future. We'll learn about it in the future. I will let it know when everyone knows about it.
Such a cock tease.
Well, no, nothing.
It won't affect.
No one would care. It's not going to affect anything.
Yeah, it's not going to affect this podcast.
Yeah.
So, anyway, first topic of the night: LSU baseball. All right, so everybody's doing their season previews, and as Zombie Bob, I know you're not an LSU baseball guy. You got to quit but Zombie, I got to give you advice here. You got to quit saying you didn't know LSU baseball existed, though.
It didn't when I was growing up.
Yeah, you got to say that when you were growing up, but you look good for a 59-year-old man. How old are you?
I'm right around the corner, babes.
Yeah, you'll be 60 next year, but people don't realize that.
No, I'll be 60 in a few months. Couple months.
Oh, it is this year. Son of a bitch.
Okay, babes. Hey, anybody wants to go? We're gonna fucking Chi-Chi's in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
G Moose in the chat says the sex change was a success ? And that was directed towards Chip and his life changes.
Yeah.
Big surprise.
You look good.
And I'm sorry, I'm laughing. But anyway, everybody is doing their LSU baseball preview, and this question keeps popping up in every preview that I heard. Is the 2026 outfield the best outfield in LSU history? And I put that on Twitter because that's a tease, because I think that is such a disservice to this program. And the obvious answer, I don't know if those people doing those podcasts are a lot younger than I am, but the answer was 2009. Am I right, Chip? And Chip hit us with the facts on that.
I would say right as of now, yes. I mean, you can probably say a few, man. I could go back to those guys that were, you don't remember them, but Chad Cooley and all of them, those guys were dogs. they would have also beat your ass in the weight room because they all took steroids. But I mean, but like, yeah, I mean, it's just that's just such a it hasn't even played out yet. Like, let's just let the season start. Let's we're already considered the second best team in the country, possibly the first. I mean, it's baseball, dude. I mean, if we're 5, we're gonna get a super regional. For 5th in the SEC, we're gonna get a super regional. All you gotta do is make the regional, dude, and you can find your way into the College World Series. So, and baseball's a weird game. Yeah, talented. I don't know, but we just had a very talented outfield. Like, we had the number 1 overall pick 2 years ago. Now, as a whole, I mean, very athletic outfield. I guess I could say, yeah, maybe I could argue athletic right now. I would say very.
But they're still not as athletic as the 2009 outfield.
I mean, you had 4 good outfielders that year. 5. I mean, people didn't play because that outfield was so good.
People forget, and I forgot this when me and Chip were talking about this the other day. So Leon Landry, probably considered the worst of the 3 starters that year, because you had
2 home runs against UC Irvine. You remember that shit? He's just like,
yeah. Leon Landry was drafted in the 3rd round.
He could also
3rd round
60 windmill dunk.
And the dude literally would die in diving into the wall to go get a fly ball. I mean, his catches are some of the most historical catches, right up there with Ray Wright. Obviously, Ray Wright's in the national championship game, so that's probably the biggest catch an outfielder's ever made. But Leon diving against the wall against UC Irvine in 2008 was just fantastic. But Mikey Matuk, so if you break it down, like Curiel versus Matuk are probably the best 2. Matuk obviously didn't work out in the pros, probably as much as
kind of did. I mean, it's so hard to make the pros. I mean, that's like one of the hardest. It's the hardest sport you can do. Maybe soccer. I mean, because everyone plays it around the world. But baseball is either second or first.
Yeah. And so, but Matuk had more of a complete game than Curiel has at this moment in time.
Absolutely.
Because Zombie's shaking his head because he doesn't know this. The power may develop for Curiel, but right now it's not there. Matuk had the power. And it wasn't just because of the bats. He had the power.
Matuk was a lot big. Matuk was a football player.
And then let's not forget Jared Mitchell was also a 1st-round pick.
Another football player.
So, like, if you go Matuk versus Curiel, it's probably a push. You could talk me into Curiel. But when you go Jay Mitch versus Jake Brown, I love Jake Brown, but I'm taking Jared Mitchell.
Yeah.
And then
it doesn't mean that they won't be amazing next year. Like, I love them, and I think they're going to be incredible. In fact, they probably all 3 will play in at least 2 of them I know will play in the pros.
It's just I think people are getting caught because all 3 of them are coming back, and we're excited. It's one of those prisoner of the moment things, which is okay. We love that. But if you really break it down, Leon Landry versus Stanfield, who you taking, Chip?
Leon Landry versus Stanfield? I mean, I'm not going to answer that. But, yeah, you know where I'm going with that. I love fucking Leon Landry.
That's what I was going to say.
So I'm not taking anything away from the guys this year.
I love Stanfield, too, though. So, I mean,
all 3 of those are national champions.
Oh, boy.
And they're all LSU Tiger legends. You know, all 3 guys this year.
I just think
I'm super excited about this year. It's just a disservice to that 2009 team is what I'm saying.
And disservice to the kids currently playing. Like, they don't believe that. Guarantee you they don't.
Yes.
But they believe they're awesome. I mean, they play for fucking LSU. Everyone did.
David says, I think the fact that we can talk about the 26 outfield in the same breath of these guys tells you the potential is there. I do agree with that. The potential's there. Jake Brown has a ton of potential. Curiel has a ton of potential. Those 2 guys I could see being 1st-round picks.
Absolutely.
So
it's still fantastic. And you just take a look back and think of how deep our outfields have been. So, I mean, it's just hard to say that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can go, yeah.
I disagree with you. I know Paul and David, maybe y'all have a chance to talk about this tomorrow night. Leon Landry might be one of the
maybe you can change my mind.
Yeah, we'll watch when y'all get on there and change my mind.
But I'm not.
And I'm not talking bad about Stanfield. I mean, obviously, we're talking about we're breaking down outfields that are some of the best of all time here.
Yeah, but chicks dig the long ball though, dude.
Yeah, it's
I
a
hit
game
diggers.
changer,
It's-
man.
it's
Being able to hit a long ball is a
I love
game
standing,
changer.
man, and I love that he hits for average, and I think it's great, and I love his speed on the base path, and I know he can take it out. I've seen him do it. I saw him do it as an Auburn player against one of the best college pitchers that's ever walked the earth, maybe the best.
But it's also that when Maneri's decline started was because he recruited a bunch of guys like Stanfield.
I agree.
I mean, he couldn't hit for
Stockton-
power
Our whole
anymore.
team was Stanfield. It's cool to have one, though. I agree.
Yeah, there's no problem having
I
one.
love having him. I hope he bats ninth, and I hope he bats
Yeah,
315.
we're talking about a guy who's 9-hole hitter. I know Leon was like a 7-hole hitter, but that's because the top of that lineup was stacked.
And I do like him in the outfield. I think his speed is tremendous. And like, look, now how about this answer? Can we all agree on
Chip
this?
did mention some of those 96 ones that they would steroid error, that they would beat up these guys these days.
They would win a fight for sure. And like, I mean, they were all dogs. Who was the fucking leadoff batter? Brian Wilson? No, not Brian. What's his name? What was the guy? What was the leadoff batter? And then
Mike Kerner.
No, the leadoff guy. He was fast as fuck. Didn't he play outfield?
Jason Williams, he played shortstop, right?
You're right. I'm an idiot.
Right.
But that guy was incredible.
Yeah.
Starter, but he didn't play outfield, so I'm an idiot. Anyways,
Paul says Courier will double his power output this year. Yes, I do agree with that too.
I disagree with Dan on that. I do think he has power. A lot more
No,
power.
I just said as of right now, he hasn't shown it. I think
I
he
thought
will.
he was a
develop.
pleasant surprise last year, power wise.
You know, I heard somebody say this morning, I don't remember who it was. They said if he hits for power this year, he's a top 5 pick or top 5, top 10 pick. If he doesn't hit for power this year, he's still a first round pick.
Yeah, of course.
So,
He's got a ton of. He's an MLB player.
ooh, you get Chance throwing some names out here. You go Lyle Mouton and Zombies boy Joey Bell.
Joey Bell.
Yes, those
I think
guys.
Joey Bell's hit some balls in the late 80s that are still embedded in the married student housing parking lot. When they demolished all that, they had to dig out Joey Bell balls.
It was definitely a Gold Easton full barrel baseball bat.
Actually, you know what? I think my uncle always said Lyle Mouton hit one that into the married student housing. That,
Ernest hit one to the Mary Student House when I was at a game once.
but my uncle, who's been a season ticket holder forever now, 35, 40
Well, I believe
years.
it. If he says it, it happened.
I'm pretty sure he said Lyle Mouton hit a ball.
God, Lyle Moot, another guy, like that dude could have been a badass football player. Like, dude, those guys were beasts, man.
And maybe we're being prisoner of the moment and saying the 09 guys because that's when we were in college. So I don't know.
But by the way, I like this team better than the 09 team. I mean, I'm more excited about this team. I mean, I was really excited about the 09 team, but I like what baseball has become as of right now. I didn't like what it was in the 2010s, 12 or 2012s, 13, 14, 15, 16s when they screwed up the bats and the balls. But I like where it's at now. I do wish the stadium. What is it? What is the stadium in? Is it TD Ameritrade? What's the stadium in?
Charles Schwab.
Charles Schwab. I don't know why I thought so that, but
Because it was TD Ameritrade.
it was okay. Yeah, I wish that it would be they'd push it in a little bit because I dig the long balls. I'm
You know who you guys think? I think, in my professional opinion, about LSU baseball, Andrew Stevenson doesn't get talked about enough.
Reading in the chat there, Zombie said, David said that, and then Paul said Antoine Duplantis. I don't have a problem with those guys. It was that Maneri stacked up too many of those guys. And then we couldn't hit for power, and we just weren't consistently good enough. To our standard. To Ole Miss standards, Oops would have been happy as Oops would have been happy as hell with those.
Where is Oops?
Well,
late
Oops
Maneri.
thinks
Oops is getting ready for Mardi Gras.
Did he get grounded again? He can't come on the show.
Oops ain't going to Mardi Gras unless he sneaks out.
All right, Zombie.
Wait,
We're going to move on to the next topic because I know that baseball isn't your thing, and I don't want you to lose your intensity.
I'm actually
yet.
being productive over here.
All right,
Zombie
we can go
like-
men's basketball. I was going to throw.
Yeah,
you
no,
in
knock
men's
out men's basketball.
Hey,
was
I have
gonna
a
throw you in.
basketball thing real quick.
Sure.
Baseball thing just to bring up the old man real quick.
Yeah.
Zombie, you know we went to is it still the largest Superdome game? Is it the largest college baseball game ever?
No, because San Diego
Diego
State
is.
had
But,
whatever.
There was a ball that was hit to us in it because we were in the outfield and your dad was there and it popped off one of our some guy stuck his hand in front of our, or maybe it didn't hit off one of our hands and break some dude's nose right behind us. Did you ever hear that story?
I've never heard that story.
Yeah, against Tulane.
How old
So-
were y'all?
We were in high school.
High school?
Yeah,
Like,
we were screaming to Jason Vargas in the out. We were in the outfield, first row, and we're screaming, "Jason!" And
We were screaming, what's his name from Mando?
no,
Or he came up to me. He gave me a ball.
that was later. But no. Well, let me. You'll remember this when I tell the
Betterman.
story.
Betterman.
So yeah, you ruined the punchline there, man.
My bad.
Come on, man.
Just
I was
rewind. Just rewind.
Yeah.
Keep rolling. We'll edit it.
Again, my bad. I didn't know.
Because I was gonna say, then we were yelling Jason to Jason Vargas, who was a freshman sensation, and then some little known freshman player who had an elbow injury, who was redshirting that year, walks over to us and's like, "Hey, are you guys talking to me?" And we ended up having a 15-minute conversation with a guy named Jason Detterman, who ended up being an LSU baseball legend 4 years
He goes,
later.
I thought you guys went to Catholic. My bad. And he talked to us for like probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, because he was in a sling. He was in a sling. He had some injury, and he was redshirting. And we're like, Jason. And so he thought we were like frat boys from Catholic High.
Yeah. He's like, I thought you guys were from Catholic High. I mean, we did look like that back then.
Yeah.
So,
And I think we were like, no, Mandeville. He's like, oh, it makes sense.
but Ole Miss fans, the problem with Ole Miss fans is they look like that at 78 still.
Yeah.
And
And then-
65.
Then Billy Bryan gave your
Billy.
dad. Then that's how Billy Bryan came over and gave your dad a sign ball.
Yeah. Billy Bryan.
Oh, coach was there too?
Zombie, do you remember Jose
Yeah.
Vargas with the LSU basketball? Chance in the chat ask.
I'd be lying if I said yes.
All right, moving on. LSU basketball. Current score right now, the Tigers are playing Arkansas at home in a completely empty PMAC. The score is 74-44. Arkansas is leading your Fighting Tigers of LSU. The McSuffering continues. Matt McMahon continues to absolutely decimate the program. David asked in the chat, have we fired McMahon yet? According to Matt Moscona, local radio guy who supposedly has sources, that might not be a possibility. I hate to break it to Mr. Moscona. I like him, like his show, like everything he does, all the hard work he puts out there. But Matt McMahon is a dead man walking. I know Moscona's been sourced out. Matt McMahon is a dead man walking. What does he always say? Listen carefully. What does Moscona always say, Chip? Listen.
You guys are idiots. You think I'm going to lie to you?
No, what does he always say?
No, that sounded like Napoleon Dynamite.
It kind of sounds like that.
No, when he says something that he has sources on.
Yeah. I'm blocking you. That's what he says.
No. When he has something that he has sources.
Yeah, he's like, read between the lines here. Something
read between the lines. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you. So read between the lines of what I'm saying. Very careful with what I'm about to tell you. Matt McMahon is a dead man walking.
The best is Brian Kelly is going to get fired, actually, at 7:45. I'm the one who broke that. Everybody knew that, dude. Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to.
Whatever. I know
he works hard.
Wonderful father, which is a big deal in this day and age. So I love that.
So, Chip, LSU basketball thoughts right now, us down by 30 to.
I have no thoughts, man. I will not even watch another game on TV until that motherfucker's gone. Excuse my language. He's probably a nice guy. That's what I hear, at least. But why the fuck did you build that house?
Zombie, did you know the LSU basketball coach built
it's almost but a very expensive,
like 10,000 square foot house.
Yeah.
It's just finished.
That's fine.
Is he going to retire here?
No, he's going to sell it to Will Wade. I heard Will Wade was picking out the marble tile and the
Will Wade did get blown out last night.
Yeah, but to everybody talking shit about that, he might be in the NCAA tournament when our guy has never sniffed the NCAA.
Might be. They're like a 6 or 7 seed right now.
Yeah, they're going. I mean, unless they fucking completely fall apart because he's coming here. But Apparently, he's not coming here to some of the local radio stations because.
Because Scott Woodward's out there still giving them information.
Yeah, sure.
Scott Woodward's people. Still feeding false information. Zombie Bob, give us a report on the LSU women's basketball program.
Well, I mean, we aired last week, and they got beat in the fourth quarter by Texas. They had a very nice rebound win at Auburn on Sunday. That was like by 30 points or so, give or take, right?
Yes, it was by a lot. I had it on before the Super Bowl when people started showing up, and it was out of hand. It was like 70-something to 30-something.
Yeah. So nice bounce back. I mean, you do have the 3 conference losses. You're not going to win the conference title, but, get there. Just like we talked last week, the mission of the baseball team is to get to Omaha, get to the tournament. Let's get healthy. Let's hit those boards. Let's not make the turnovers like they did against Texas. And, we'll go from there.
Lineup LeBlanc says we'll take Matt McMahon off your hands. That might be a good scenario for everybody involved.
I'd root for Matt McMahon. I would start to like him.
He probably would do well like he did at Murray State. He's a smaller school guy, nice guy, but the SEC is so competitive in basketball now, and he's just not that guy. He's just not an elite.
Yeah. And that's why I kind of feel bad for calling him an MFer. I shouldn't have done that. But he is a nice guy, I guess. But I don't care about that though.
I want to win.
Yeah. I don't care about that. I don't want my guy on the Epstein list, but I still want to win.
Chance ask, Zombie Bob, are they wearing black this weekend in reference to the LSU women's basketball? They're hosting South Carolina on Saturday on Valentine's Day. Game day will be there. I don't know the color code, the color uniform.
It's a blackout. Fans will have black jerseys on their seats, and we will be wearing black jerseys.
Okay.
I got a problem with this, and I didn't have this in my notes, but I'm just going to say it. Why the fuck are we wearing South Carolina's colors?
That's weird, yeah.
Because Kim Mulkey likes to do giveaways, and we just let her do whatever the fuck we want to do, and that's why we lose $8 million in that sport.
You say that, though. We did wear black against Iowa State and Iowa in the NIT at Iowa. That's weird. I never thought about that.
Yeah, in 2002, Chip.
When it was cool to wear black. Yeah, I know.
That was a trend back then, but LSU's been on record that they're done with the black jerseys because we used to do it in baseball, we did it in basketball, but there was I don't know if it was a Leva. I guess Verge doesn't care, but I mean Kim Mulkey runs the show, so whatever Kim Mulkey wants to do, we do.
But does she hire Lane Kiffin?
It's bad.
She protested. She didn't go to a press conference when Woodward got fired.
She was upset. That irritated me. But hey, at the end of the day, Mulkey, she can do whatever she wants. I mean, she's earned the right. I wouldn't fuck her jerseys though.
David says they're going to get trolled to hell with wearing black to their own funeral. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we win though.
Chance says baseball wore black during the Smoke Laval days, but then we got away from that because that was a thing at the time and nobody else is doing it. Why are we doing it now?
Men's basketball actually wore black in 2012 against Tennessee. Weird that.
Dark grays against Kentucky. Do you remember that? At Kentucky?
Oh, yeah.
Dark grays. Zombie, you remember that?
No.
What was the point guard with the long hair who was like a 5'9"? He should have played DB. He was so athletic. He was Mr. Kentucky basketball.
Oh, you're talking about yeah. What the hell is it? He's awesome. Yeah, I love that guy. When he came in the walk-ons that one time. Didn't I say what was his name? He was good though, man. He transferred to Oregon State after 3 years.
Saturday's game, they're giving away jerseys. AP says he wants one of them, but it's the same day as the Spanish Town parade. How is attendance going to be at that game? Zombie, what do you know about Spanish Town parade? Moving right along to the next topic.
What about the parade in Luling? You got to give it up to them, huh?
What day is the parade in Luling?
I think Wednesday. I mean, or if it might have already happened. I have no idea.
The crew of music rolled last night in Marrero.
Shout out to our friends in Marrero listening.
Absolutely.
the ferocious four in Marrero listening.
You know what though, Zombie? I'm still glad the whole state is celebrating. Most of the state, right? I mean, probably the places that are doing Mardi Gras, but I mean, I don't know. What's the one? Is it Mardi Gras Mamu or wherever that is? Isn't there a spot where it's pretty
Mamu.
big? Wherever.
Mamu? Yeah.
Where they chase the chicken.
Yeah, they chase the chicken.
They dress up like Ku Klux Klan members, but like with, I mean, it does. It looks like it, but it's just outfits are a little outdated. Let's just say that. Legal disclaimer, full legal disclaimer. I don't normally have to get legal disclaimed.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that.
But they need to update those. You know how we make fun of Texas A&M for doing the what do they do, the Great Pumpkin thing?
Are we gonna get 40 spot on us?
I don't know what you're talking about, Chip.
40 spot.
Who do they have on staff if they fired McMahon tomorrow morning?
Does
nobody
more than one?
But like we talked about it.
My favorite dude in the world.
Grant, I got a text. For those of y'all who don't know, behind the scenes, we've been working on having Grant, the intern, on our show for a couple weeks. I got a text from one of the Pot of Gold guys that just to let you know, Grant can come on the show, but he must be supervised by Pot of Gold, and he's under contract with them.
Yeah, but can't we
with a non-compete?
There's no such thing as tampering.
I responded to that text and I said, I'm just going to put Pete Golding on his recruiting and we'll handle it from there.
Can I tell a Grant?
The floor is yours, Zombie.
Pete Golding's the best first day recruiter for the first day of the transfer portal. He's the first day transfer portal king.
Yes, he is. Zombie, we're through all the LSU stuff, so basically the floor is yours.
Well, it's a good segue. Forward. So I believe it was 2019 Mardi Gras, and Grant and family and friends were going out to St. Charles Avenue. I was riding that year in the crew of Choctaw, which is the first Saturday of Carnival weekend here in New Orleans. And
Grant says our attorney is still actively reviewing the contract.
Yeah,
I mean they don't have swag like this over at the our friends at Pot of Gold. So.
Zombie will give you one of those first, Grant. You'll be the first person to wear.
Don't say that to AP.
Well,
AP's already beating his chest.
We're working on contract negotiations. Yeah. AP will get your deal settled afterwards.
Yeah. So I don't remember what I threw Grant, but like you don't necessarily know where someone's going to be, or you're not really looking for the street sign so you can see him. And all of a sudden, there's Grant. Zombie! So I'm like, ooh. And I don't remember what I threw him, but it was big. Like, it was the biggest thing he caught that day. But that's all I had time to, like, grab and get to him. So it turned out that Grant, because they had invited me onto the podcast to talk about my obsession with Mardi Gras, because Daniel had referenced, he and I had an office suite here in Mandeville. And it was pretty difficult to get to the podcasting room with all the stuff that I had, because this whole section was this parade and that section was that parade and such.
Was the building sufficient for podcasting, or were there any
deficiencies? Was the building infected with black mold? I think that's the question. Yes, it was. No legal disclaimer needed, because we're already settling that one in court. But anyway. So after Mardi Gras, I was invited back on Pot of Gold to discuss Mardi Gras. Not saying it was an ambush, not saying it was a setup, but kind of, sort of, if it talks like a duck and walks like a duck. So then Grant had been saying to his family and friends, like, oh, Zombie's got so much stuff. We're going to get rained upon with all the stuff that he has. Well, I threw him his best throw of the day by far. But that's all I was able to throw him. So then I came back on and they were like, well, you didn't throw us anything. I'm like, I threw you this big giant stuffed whatever it was. And like, yeah, but that was it. I'm like, did you catch anything else that size from anyone else in any other parade that day? Well, no. Okay, well then, would you want quality over quantity, or, whatever. So anyway, that was that. So. But Grant, very nice to see you in chat. I do believe congratulations on order again. Tanya?
I don't know if I'm supposed to announce that. I don't know.
We'll wait.
So anyway.
I mean, I would normally just say, yeah. and I would explain more. But after almost getting Chip in
why the
trouble,
fuck
I'm
you
gun
telling me
shy.
then? Why you telling me that then?
Well, I'm just talking amongst us friends.
Pick up, Betty. Betty, pick up.
It's been a minute since you've done that one.
I love that one.
All right, switching gears here, but I just want to stay with events on Sunday.
Wait, I'm confused. I know, and I appreciate everybody putting up with me. Grant's coming on tomorrow night. David and
Tentatively, we're looking at his contract.
And David and Paul are hopping on with AP tomorrow night. Is that
Yes,
correct?
I'm pretty sure. Yes,
And then AP had our good friend of the program, Lon, on last night.
correct.
There you go. Anybody else I missed? G Moose, we missed you, brother. How come I don't have control of the chat? That's what I want. I want to legal
Zombie. I've already decided. Next Thursday, when you're done with Mardi Gras, that's going to be our first episode of Zombie Bob Chat Master.
Wait, so Moose's shit got
hacked.
Hacked by crypto.
I dumped about 20 grand in Bitcoin. I thought
because of that tweet.
I thought it was G Moose.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Lion Up.
Lion Up LeBlanc says, I need a damn dune buggy. Zombie, I was going to just tell us the story now. Why is there a dune buggy store? Where were you? St. Charles?
Yes. We're on Jackson and St. Charles. We call
Who
it Trinity.
sells dune buggies?
Gustav.
And
Dune.
There's a market for that?
I'm sorry?
There's a market for dune buggies?
Oh, absolutely. Dune buggies are huge in Pearl River, in the Pearl.
Yeah, dune buggies are. You never been in a dune buggy?
Oh, yeah.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Maybe I'm out of the loop here.
My significant other is in the commercial for dune buggies.
I might have put AP on the spot. I'm sorry. David just said AP just made it Twitter official, but yes, Paul and David will be on Timeouts and Tangents with AP at 8:00 tomorrow. I'm running my mouth too much.
I didn't know. It's my fault because I saw the pre-production meeting notes and the agenda, and I would have known that Daniel's
It was an accident.
I would have backed off a little bit long. But
I'm excited about that show.
AP says no, we're all good. I didn't put him on the spot.
Okay.
Sorry, I was afraid I did once. After I said it, I was like, ooh, I don't know if that was official.
Yeah.
But we're here just because we're all here.
We're all together. We're all in the community. We're all pulling in the same
chat.
direction.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're all trying to do the same thing here. We're all trying to, share the love with each other, share the passion that we have for LSU football, basketball, and in this case, LSU baseball with Paul and David and giving them a voice. That's what AP told me. He just wants to give them a voice because they're big fans and they bring a lot of insight and knowledge to it. So it's something for all of us to enjoy.
Absolutely. Especially as the baseball season's upon us, kicks off Friday night, Friday the 13th. Oh, actually, I'm on Friday the 13th. I have to go find it. I have a hockey mask. I have a Freddie from Friday the 13th. No, Freddie Krueger's that. Jason from Friday the 13th. I have a black and silver whitish chain like this with a hockey mask for Friday the 13th. Morpheus.
What a fucking cool mask. God,
I'll go get it.
Hockeys used to look so. I mean, I still think they look badass, but like that mask.
I need to get some nail polish or some blood and splatter it and just, I got to check that out. But I was telling you something. You asked me something and I said something. I started something. Oh, Gustav. So Gustav has a dune buggy emporium in the Pearl. Gustav does not have a mean bone in his body, but he only has a few sayings. Baby, don't tell me, I'll tell you. Yeah, you're right. And then what else? That's pretty much it. But he does not have a mean bone in his body. So he just kind of sort of talks to himself. And his nickname is Gustav. And we went one time in October, we went to Bay St. Louis because they have a witch's walk the weekend before Halloween. And we went to the Blind Tiger, he and his wife, and then my significant other and I, because Gustav and my significant other are cousins. And he said, well, Gustav, what are you thinking about having? He's looking at the menu. He's like, Gustav, I mean, I think this would be pretty good. And I'm sitting across from him. And I thought, well, that's kind of sweet. Like he's calling his wife Gustav, which is his nickname. So I'm like, well, that's sweet. And about 3 or 4 minutes go by. And then I realized he's not talking to her. He's just talking to himself. And it's just like, oh, boom. So then he ordered this big fried grouper sandwich. And it came out. And when they put it down in front of him, he's like, oh, Gustav, I mean, you made a really good selection. I mean, look at the size of this thing. Blah, 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 blah. So we did a commercial. He thinks dune buggies are the bomb. It's kind of, obviously, if you know, it's a take on the old Frankie and Johnny's Let Them Have It furniture commercials. But yeah. So there you go. Gustav's Dune Buggy Emporium, new sponsor of the Geaux Team.
There you go.
There won't be any money, but we can go ride the dune buggies around the parking lot anytime we want.
I do have a topic that happened on, well, it was a good break there. A topic that happened on Sunday. And Chip, I want your take on this first, but I don't want you to get the legal disclaimer ready, Zombie. Get it ready. I'm going to let you finish.
A new sponsor for tonight. Who was it that we were talking to that they were afraid of the sponsor? But it was like, oh, Louie. Forget Smacker. I need Louie to give me a call.
Zombie, you got the legal disclaimer right? Ready? All right, Chip. I've got a new theory. The Super Bowl halftime show. It's just bait. That's all it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's not actually about the entertainment. It's all just a setup to get people to
It's a psyop.
It's a psyop to get people fired up.
You know,
am I right or am I wrong on this?
Yeah, and I wasn't,
because we podcasted right after the Super Bowl. I didn't see the halftime, but then like the next day, my timeline, everything on the news is just blowing up over the Super Bowl halftime show. And it's like, I feel like it's just a setup at this point. Like they just try to do something as controversial as they can. The right had Kid Rock in his own concert. And I don't know.
It was another psyop. It's all just keeping us at each other's throats, man. It sucks. It's not how this country used to be. I don't know if you guys remember the day after 9/11. I mean, there wasn't
as Gabe says, it's just a big troll is all it is. It's just Zombie. It's basically like Daniels running that Super Bowl halftime at this point.
Humanity has a lot of scars, man.
You got any comments on it?
No, I have no comment. I mean, did I ever tell you I lived on Long Island for 11 years?
11 years.
11 years.
Lynbrook. Back briefly in Valley Stream, though.
1 year gig in Valley Stream, but then Lynbrook. But back when terrestrial radio was such a thing, and Howard Stern was on, whatever station he was on. But when he started in New York City on WNBC, he was being sabotaged completely, constantly by his producer and this and that and the other. And it's in the movie, it's in his book. But when he finally broke through and he was at the top, because he was going against Imus. Remember Imus in the morning?
Donna. Until he called him nappy-headed hose.
Basketball women look like nappy-headed hoes.
Yeah.
And he was on MSNBC saying those things, too. Think about that.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. But then when he finally broke through and became number one in his time slot or the segment or whatever, literally it was, people listen to people that hate him. Listen. Why do they listen? Because they want to see what he says next. People that love his show, Howard Stern, listen. Why do they listen? Because they want to see what he says next. But the people that hated him actually listened longer than the people that liked him. So it's the same thing. As long as you, like some AP said, all press is good press. Is it going to stir up a lot of controversy if you just have the whole hum? I mean, you want to have Aerosmith again, or you want to have, whomever, like whatever. Like times are changing. It's all good. It's a different demographic. We're a whole lot older. I'm certainly a whole lot older. So it's like, do your thing. But like Blake Rafina said, I don't have a problem with it. I like big booty Latinas dancing their butts on my TV screen, which is pretty much
the hottest one from right now.
So whatever. I didn't watch it. We went to the parades on Sunday. We stopped at Frankie and Johnny's uptown, not the furniture store, but the restaurant, and it was on there. But I didn't watch it once I got home. We had too much other stuff going on.
When did Frankie and Johnny's go under?
I don't know. Probably when one of them died.
Katrina.
Man, those commercials were awesome, though.
No. But yeah, somebody mentioned the Pelicans did it. I mean, back when they had Anthony Davis, he was one of them. Let him have it.
Speaking of big-bootied Latinos, did anybody see the speech that AOC gave last week?
I love her.
Oh, God, I would.
Do you know the speech I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
She's crazy, but God, she's
Chip doesn't know.
No, I'll never watch her because I want to fucking shoot her every time she talks.
Yeah, you want to shoot her, right? But not with a gun.
Okay,
point you're right. No, but I wouldn't because, dude,
Chip, you're gonna get kicked
these
off.
High quality stuff. I mean,
like that.
I think she's full of shit, and I think she knows it. And
all right, so let's talk Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Chip, you can't say things like that. We're literally gonna get kicked off of YouTube, even though it's a joke.
Oh no, I do not.
It's part of the algorithm. They'll
like,
hear you say that.
I meant the other way, not like literally.
I meant, did you see the dress that she wore? Obviously, Zombie knows what I'm talking about.
I need to go look at it.
Yes.
I think she's beautiful.
Off camera.
Yeah.
For some reason, I date a lot of progressive women. I don't know why. I can handle it.
All right, moving right along.
Hey,
how about Tyler Shuck throwing fastballs off the?
That wasn't even a fastball. I mean, that was like he was angry at people.
He's like,
he was
boom.
Yeah.
So Zombie, I tweeted him, said if he would like to take lessons from the King of Carnival himself, Zombie Bob.
Catch us on Metairie Road. On Ides of March 15th, Sunday, Metairie, Louisiana. Fantastic parade.
It was a learning opportunity for him.
Yes.
So,
but then, was he being overly aggressive?
I think he was overly excited. Adrenaline got to him.
I mean, he was humming.
Could that defense be used for anyone that perhaps rode in the crew of Carrollton on Sunday?
Zombie, would you like to tell us about that?
Perhaps my defense would be I was just having fun like Tyler Shuck was having fun. I was doing my best imitation. No, all jokes to the side. I have a very good friend from Albania, and he doesn't say now I don't even know it. All I know it is now is all jokes to the side. Like all jokes to the side. Like we're not, I'm being serious now. Yeah. But he says it weird. Now I can't even think of it. Now my Albanian brain does it like he does.
That's an Albanian reference.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have Albanian Jewish ancestry.
Yeah, very much killing Chip's narrative over there. About
yeah. But the crew of Carrollton rolled Sunday afternoon in New Orleans down St. Charles Avenue. They follow Femme Fatale, which is a fabulous parade. Femme Fatale had Southern, they had St. Aug, they had all the best bands in that parade. Fantastic parade, very unique throws that much clamored for. Then the crew of Carrollton, which is historic. It's like the fourth oldest carnival organization that's still rolling. And then King Arthur rolled after that. But King Arthur's huge and had like 60 floats or something like that. But there was an incident, not yet on camera, or at least the incident hasn't been, the video footage hasn't been released, but there was an incident where a particular float in the crew of Carrollton, so I don't need a legal disclaimer because it's all over the news. It's been picked up nationally. There's been press conferences and statements issued and such, but I don't need to do a legal disclaimer for that. But particular riders on a float were overly aggressive in throwing beads. I'm going to be generous and say 2 NOPD police officers. And in being overly aggressive, they literally cracked a patrol car's windshield. That was like 30 or 40 feet off the parade route. Now, you can catch me Friday night in Morpheus, Saturday night in Endymion, Sunday night in Bacchus. I do not have a single non-light up bead. I care about my people that come in to see me. On the parade routes, I would never throw you a non-light up bead. I mean, unless it was something spectacular like these one-of-a-kind creations that I'll have this weekend. But But then they were being overly aggressive, is what the police said. They cracked the freaking windshield on a patrol car. Why are you monkeying around like that? Why are you? I don't care how much you're drinking. It's just freaking stupid. Those beads hurt. Like, why? It's a freaking waste of money and resources, and the city just not washes, but they just clean them all up because nobody wants non-light up beads. We're not living in 1974 when that was the best throw that you could get. There are plenty of other options. Come into a storefront near you, and so why are you throwing it? But like, if you're throwing a pack of those, a dozen of those, you're not supposed to throw at people. You're supposed to throw to people and whatnot. So it's totally ridiculous. But then nobody would give up the I'm going to just say the shooter. Nobody would give up the shooter, and so the police like, all of you sons of bitches are off of this float. We saw the float go by empty. And then later on, we were on the neutral ground side, on the sidewalk side here, these jackasses dressed in their costumes, dragging bags of throws. You spend, even for Carrollton, you spend too much time and money and effort to be a jackass. Like, I don't understand people that go to the Super Bowl. You've seen the videos where people at the SEC championship game or the national championship game, whatever, and they get shit ass drunk. And they don't even experience the experience because they're too stupid. Like, I'll drink like a fish Saturday during the day, but when it's time to get on that float, stone ass, sober, because that's what I've been waiting for since last year's ride. And I spend too much money. I want to enjoy it. I want to share it. Boom. And so it's completely stupid. So now I'm going to continue that. So then crew of Morpheus had their pre-parade meeting last night. I had to go to an Endymion float lieutenant meeting tonight. It's all over the place. The mayor has spoken. The chief of police issued a statement, zero tolerance, this weekend, and understandably so. That is not the point. It's not target practice. It's not anything like that. Have fun. You should not be abusing anyone, particularly the finest police department in the world that hosts this event that's free to the public on the scale that it is. Usually without incident. There are always times that there are incidences. But I mean, the NOPD is extremely, extremely good at what they do for these parades, to roll like they roll night after night, day after day, all night, all that kind of stuff. So like, don't be a jackass. So then at the meeting tonight, as a float lieutenant with Endymion, I have the authority to say to you, like, jackass, one more time and you're off my float. Yeah. And if you do it again, I have full authority and full backing of, I'm sure all the organizations have instilled this weekend in their I'm going to say management, but their leadership on the floats. Don't be a jackass, because the NOPD will throw everyone on the float off. I spent way too much money and I've looked too forward to this event to be a jackass. It's not what it's about. It's just stupid. So that's my public service announcement. Go and have fun. That's what it's all about. But you can tell who's from out of town being on the float and who's local. If I throw something to somebody, if I see somebody and I throw to everybody, I want to make sure that everybody's having fun. And I'm going to come back to a quote that's kind of funny that I like about that. But if I throw to somebody and I miss, and like the person snatches it next, like if I'm throwing to grandma and the person next to them snatches it and they're like, oh my God, like, look what I have. And I'm like, you're so out of town. Because if somebody from New Orleans catches that, they're probably like, okay, well, you kind of sort of had hands on it before I did. And then boom, 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 whatever. But then if an out of towner snatches it for who I intended, I go back to that person. I throw that person that did the right deed to make sure that they get it. So if you give it up to an out-of-towner, I throw you one. If you steal it from an out-of-towner steals it, I go back to the local and I hit them again. No chance. So hey, it's not a 7-minute video, but that was my public service announcement about don't be a jackass. Don't get too drunk. Right? Carrollton is forever tainted. And look, we're friends with the king of Carrollton. He has been in that organization for 1,000 years.
Probably embarrassed.
Not that he's been in Carrollton for probably 25, 30 years, but then he was finally king. He finally got selected, and this totally mars his whole, reign, if you will. And now everybody thinks that these people are jackasses. That whole organization. If you just say,
why you do that to law enforcement? Yeah. Anybody, why would you want to hurt anybody?
It's just stupid. Now look, you can drink and yourself, and why would you pay to to ride and throw.
No, that's stupid. I was like, these guys are jackasses, man.
Was it float 19 or was it float 10?
There's two different things. There were people pulled off a King Arthur float 19 for being too drunk. This was float 10 in Carrollton. So it's two different floats, two different incidences. This one grabbed all the headlines.
Shout out to Angry Capri. He had the correct information.
Angry Capri, Angry Capri. He's angry at you. He's angry at me.
New announcement, new rider added to Bacchus. Drew Brees riding in Bacchus. Zombie, how do you feel to ride alongside the greatest quarterback, the greatest player in the history of the Saints organization? Yeah,
it's an honor. It's an honor. I mean, what a weekend! Friday night. Who's the Grand Marshal of Morpheus Friday night? Tuba Kent.
Oh, nice.
Tuba Kent. So I'm riding with Tuba Kent Friday night. Coach.
Hey, did you know Herman Johnson was the biggest baby in the history of the state of Louisiana? Did you know LSU had a tuba player that's 66 years old?
Yeah.
Did you know that Kramer's mom?
Did you know Kramer Robertson's mom was Kim Mulkey?
Yes.
Okay.
Friday night, Tuba Kent. Saturday night, I'm riding in Endymion. Coach Kiffin, I got one for you, one of each. Meet up with me, talk to my people, see how we get to meet up. And then Sunday night, Drew Brees. Now, the only thing with Drew Brees, that you don't all of a sudden have your very own float. Did you see the illustration of what the float's going to look like? This wasn't thrown together overnight.
They probably have 5 Drew Brees floats just sitting there in current.
That's a negative. That's a negative 10-4. However,
has there ever been a Drew Brees?
Is anything truly authentic with Drew Brees? No. The answer is no. However, give the man his props. He was first ballot Hall of Fame, deservedly so. He pretty much, and look, full disclosure, I don't even need the legal disclaimer. I was born and raised in New Orleans. I went to Ray Abramson elementary school in Pines Village, kindergarten through 3rd grade. I was not here for Katrina. So we talked about stolen valor earlier. I don't know what it was like in New Orleans personally. My family lived here, but I lived on Long Island, as I previously mentioned. So I know what Drew Brees means to New Orleans, but I wasn't truly here. Boom. Yeah, so more power to him, but that's been in the works. Now, he's been first ballot Hall of Fame on it, whatever. So, boom. I said he's the greatest Saints player in the history of the New Orleans Saints. He did amazing things for the morale of New Orleans. I'm not taking any.
Chance says the Breeze boys love LSU, unlike the Manning boys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I love the Breeze compared to the.
I mean, look
David also says, "Zombie." I've been
David said that earlier.
How to upgrade my background when I'm on camera?
Did you say that again?
A pair of those beads would look mighty nice.
I mean, look at these things, right?
They're awesome. You did a great job.
Yeah.
Paul says, David, I feel the same. It would look really good on his backdrop. He says he'll even put a Geaux Team poster in the background. And now we're talking. We'll have to DM you.
Yeah. We'll have my people talk to your people. My people will talk to your people. This one's good, but I just don't like it as much. And it's kind of...
For the record, these are all prototypes right now. These are the only ones you have, right?
I have a handful of these.
Oh, so you do
I have a handful of each.
That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Zombie, I was trying to give you an out so that way you could say that they were the only ones. And
we don't lie to our
I got a little 3D printer farm that's up and running.
David says he did.
David, I saw you, brother. Come on, David.
Zombie's all over the chat. That's why he's the chat.
I saw it. You're like, oh, look at my tie.
You're all over the chat. I'm giving you credit.
I want to do the SCP bigger. I think that needs to be bigger. I love this font. Right here. Daniel, this is coming to some apparel and a storefront near you. So,
yeah, it's kind of like that font is like a 70s font. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Sick.
That's cool.
Yeah. What's the challenge to win one of Zombie Bob's beads?
That's a good one.
Hey,
how can you flatter Zombie?
I mean, we will talk offline, but there are before there were tens of tens. there were threes of threes. It was G Moose.
Yeah, I think G
and
Moose.
Chance. Right.
G Moose goes way back. So G Moose definitely.
Yeah. And
but
yeah,
I don't know.
Hope
That's Zombie Bob.
Our friend in Japan, man. I hadn't seen him in a while. Was that Fearless Leader?
I haven't seen Fearless Leader in a while.
Yeah. Hope he's doing all right.
Oh yeah, whatever happened to them?
Yeah, when their new merch line pops up, teasing a future announcement soon. We are working on getting
Look at my boy, David, working it hard.
the best looking guy with 2 names on the show.
I mean, I'll tell you, David, offline. I'll tell everybody offline. I just can't say it on here because
Gobble Gabe calls you damn Daniel. So
Dan.
Yeah, with the white vans. That's what he's referencing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what he references every time I talk to Gabe.
I forgot about the white vans. That's a good one. Killing me, Smalls. So,
Ho Housewife 26. Put it together.
We can do that.
Zombie, if the idea is out there, Zombie can pull it off.
Well, actually, is Lion Up still in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
He had one on Twitter.
Do you have a lion?
Yeah, something like Lion the fuck up.
Oh, that's good.
G Moose. No, G Moose as well. But G Moose could just have. We just put G Moose on this. But Lion the fuck up. Lion up. Let's talk. Hit me up with a DM. I'm over Smacker. I'm done with Smacker.
You've been done with Smacker for a while, Zombie. Your Smacker bit goes back to 2018. Yeah.
Unrequited.
Old Smacker.
So anyway, there you go. Line the fuck up. We need to come up with these. We can do that in green and yellow.
Yeah, that logo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zombie Bob's your guy.
Who was the really good? There was a really good SLU basketball player in I guess what was it, 2005, 6?
Line up knows.
Yeah, it was male. They made the tournament that year, and they almost won. They played them. They played whoever they played the number 1 seed, I think, and they played them hard.
I want to say they were a 14 seed playing a 3 seed.
Whoever they played.
You see what I say about these two?
Whoever they played,
know what the fuck they're talking about. They're 2 little walking encyclopedias.
Who was that guy? He was fucking sick. It was, I believe, 2005.
There's no way.
What happened?
I would know.
I mean,
Chance says his Raging Cajuns are wearing a special Mardi Gras uniform in baseball this weekend.
That's cool.
Zombie, are the Pels wearing anything Mardi Gras?
Oh, definitely.
If LSU men's basketball played the Pels, who would win?
Oh, the Pels by 70. 890. Yeah,
90? 90?
I think the Pels
But the catch is Mike Dick is playing for LSU.
Oh, Mike Dick is.
The Bears. The Bears. Hey, did y'all catch the new SI swimsuit edition?
Who's in it?
Oh, it's all the wives. Brittany Mahomes.
Mahomes' wife on the
cover.
Yeah.
I don't get why everybody thinks she's. I mean, I would love to
she
see
looks
it.
pretty damn good, man.
Yeah,
I don't understand the hate.
Because she threw water.
She's kind of.
She's also
the last few years.
Yeah, she was just an immature young person.
Yeah, they've been together since what? High school, middle school.
Yeah, it's like the dumb. At least it's not his brother. He's the worst.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Agreed. Okay.
Yeah, I feel she got some unnecessary heat for that. The cover.
Yeah,
I think she looks pretty damn good, man.
It was a little. It was bad. It was a bad look. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want cold water poured on me in Kansas in the winter.
Are you talking about previous years?
No, that's why everybody. I mean, everybody always kind of hated her, but she was like dumping water when they were going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, I didn't catch the reference.
Yeah, out of the suite box window onto fans, something like that.
Oh, it was like when they were playing the Bills way back or something.
Something like that.
She probably was throwing on Bills.
Or maybe the Bengals. I don't know.
I'm sure someone said something to her.
Augmentation. Right. She's had
Lion Up said she's had a lot of augmentation over the last
she has made herself.
But she is also a mom, and you'd never guess it.
Mm-hmm.
She
Good
looks
for her.
great. I mean, she
Yeah, so
looks
maybe
good.
they're done having kids and she decided to have her glow up.
They're young though.
How many kids they got?
Yeah, but how old is he?
To each his own.
Is he 32?
Think about this. He played against Les Miles.
At Texas Tech.
Yeah. So he's not as young as you think.
You think he knew Smacker?
Zombie, and we'll be doing this podcast in 2036, and you'll still be trying to get Smacker on the pod, right?
Actually, I read a very interesting story on Twitter today. There is a military cemetery in, say, Pennsylvania, next to.
He's
like
only
a-
30. Never mind. I thought he'd be like 32.
I said 32. But there's this military hospital that was for disabled veterans back in the day that were blown up in World War One, and there's one woman buried in that cemetery. But there are like 18 Congressional Medal of Honor winners in that cemetery, but there's only one woman. So this guy did the research. She grew up in the area. She became a nurse when World War II. She trained to become a nurse, went to France and cared for, and then subsequently had a very passionate affair with Ernest Hemingway, who she called Ernie. But then after 4 months, she broke it off. She winds up back in the States. She gets married to this guy who becomes the commanding. No, she married an Italian officer first, gets divorced, eventually marries the guy that was in charge of this military hospital. And it wasn't until after 4 failed marriages by Hemingway and he committed suicide, Hemingway's brother reached out to this woman and said, I want to interview you for this book that I'm writing about Ernest Hemingway. And she's like, I've never told anyone anything about this relationship. Neither of my 2 husbands. How do you know this? And he's like, he never stopped talking about you. Like 4 or 6 of his books, like she essentially is the main character in each of those. So then she had letters and photos from when they were together and all. So it's like very, 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 very.
Hemingway did fight in World War I, right? Like
Yeah. He was injured.
Italians, right?
So
He was yeah. He like
it is. Hey, but it's educational as well, Chance. That's a true story. That's a true story.
By the way, who was Cassidy?
Yeah, Cassidy hitting us with Daryl Cohen.
Yeah. Who was the coach then? This is crazy. Nobody
I
knows.
didn't see Cassidy. What's up,
I mean,
Cassidy?
he knows this, but
Cassidy, tell the
Cassidy's
Mrs.
a day one listener.
Okay, tell the Mrs. Bora Bora.
did you know Billy Kennedy coached the SIU for season?
Better yet, Cassidy, tell the missus I have a sweatshirt for her. I have an extra sweatshirt in my office.
That one I don't know. I know Bora
No,
Bora.
I legitimately have an extra sweatshirt.
There you go. All right. What else are we talking about tonight, Daniel?
The floor is yours for anything else Mardi Gras related. What are your plans this weekend? Like, where do you're going in the city every single day? You're going back home at 2 a.m. every night?
No.
How does Zombie Bob navigate Mardi Gras with all the,
a suite
obligations you have?
A suite at the Hampton Inn Convention Center Boulevard, starting tomorrow at 3 p.m. I already checked in. I already have my digital card. So we're checking in tomorrow. Actually, it's just the 2 of us. Her daughter's flying in from California. Her boyfriend, meaning the daughter's boyfriend's flying in from Tampa. They'll spend the weekend in New Orleans, but not necessarily with us. My daughter has since graduated Tulane, so we don't have any little teeny boppers running around the weekend with us. So we check in tomorrow night. We have a friend that rents a house over on St. Charles Avenue. We're going over there for dinner, and we're catching Druids. And then Alla is actually riding behind Druids. Thursday morning, we're coming back to the North Shore, loading up all the throws for the 2 of us to go float load from Morpheus, dump the pickup truck, go park back by the hotel, and then we're there for the duration. Thursday night, we're going back to our friend on St. Charles to catch Muses. I forget who rides before Muses. And then Friday morning, 10 a.m., we will be on Bourbon Street drinking and eating pizza. St. Louis and Bourbon, because at 11 o'clock Friday morning, 2 walking clubs, the Dolly Partons. It's a walking club full of people dressed up as their favorite variation of Dolly Parton. And following the Dolly Parton is the Bosom Buddies and their Breast Friends walking club. not to be missed. And a couple of years ago, there was a third group, but those two are the mainstays. So we catch them. They go Bourbon towards Esplanade, make the turn on Royal. We catch them again on Royal, and then we just drink our way back to the warehouse district. The pre-parade party for Morpheus starts at 2:30, open bar at 3:30 until 6 p.m. when you jump on your float. You jump on the bus to take you up to the float. So Morpheus follows Hermes, which our good friend David Nola, friend of the program, and he's actually walked in the Irish Channel with us previously, Daniel. He rides Morpheus. He used to ride Endymion, but he switched over. This is his first ride in Toth. So then Morpheus follows Hermes and Coup d'Etat and the third float. So Friday night, I am on the Tidal Tandem float, neutral ground, float 6. I think I'm either in the 7-hole or the 8-hole for that one. Lower level, I don't ride on the upper deck because I got to interact with my people. I can tell you, if you want to see me, you got to make me a sign because you cannot hear shit. 2 years ago, I rode Morpheus and I said to my daughter, I'll get you grandstand tickets. And she's like, no, there's that one stretch of St. Charles Avenue where all the Tulane and Loyola kids hang out. And I'm like, you have to make me a sign. And she's like, okay. She's too cool for school. She couldn't make me
Yeah, she wasn't making a sign.
So I'm like looking and looking. I had a bag for her. I had a bag for her friends pre-assembled with all the good shit in it and everything. Pass it. And like meantime, I'm just throwing cups, like looking for the sign. And then we blow past it and we go blocks and blocks and blocks. And then I look at my phone. I had a text message from her. And she said, you literally looked me in the face, handed me a cup and kept going because you didn't recognize me. And I said, where in the fuck was my sign? Well, I didn't make one. And I'm like, play Gen Pop games, win Gen Pop prizes. Here's your fucking cup. You don't get the good swag.
I feel like you were just the old man there for a second.
No,
because I feel like the old man would have done the same thing to me. Daniel, I'm only doing it if you got a sign.
You cannot hear. A, I can't hear. B, it's too much noise. You can't hear anybody. And you don't recognize just a face. You have to throw a sign. Now, let's talk about signs.
Think about the practicality of walking around with a sign all day.
I don't give a shit. You want good stuff? You want stuff from me? You want this stuff? I need a sign that says the Geaux Team or Zombie or something like that.
So everybody listening, if
I'm gonna
you
bring
have
a
a sign,
piece of paper with your face on it and just be like,
yeah.
And I'm
like they do that thing on here with the dad or whatever. Fuck you. I ain't trying to that. If you're out there on Friday the 13th for Morpheus and you put up a sign chip that says today's my birthday, am I throwing you good shit? No,
but I'm gonna put your name, Zombie Bob.
Yeah, but the people that come out and have today's my birthday,
please, Zombie.
Today's my first Mardi Gras. I'm from Minnesota, and any combination of that, I point and I go, no.
If you're going to any of these parades and you want to get something thrown to you by Zombie Bob, just make a sign, just like David said in the chat. Just have it say, Zombie, you're the best looking guy with 2 names.
You don't even
on the
have
Geaux
to do
Team
that.
Podcast.
Zombie is all you need.
Who's
the
the
Geaux
best?
Team, Zombie, whatever. It's all good. NODDC, New Orleans Day Drinking Club. We are, well, it depends. Float Lieutenant in Endymion has its perks. So I pick my side and my spots for me and my guys. Shout out. You can usually request. Actually, I was asked to ride on a float further back in Morpheus. I'm like, sure, I'll do whatever you need me to do. But then they were like, well, you're going to be on the top. And I'm like, well, actually, no, I'm not, because I've already purchased or produced my throws for that parade, and they're not conducive with being thrown for the top. Like, there's certain things you throw from the top. There's certain things you hand out from the bottom. You can't do people that are on the upper deck and they throw fucking feather boas. A, I hate fucking feather boas. B, they're not going anywhere. They're not going to their intended target. You can't throw a fucking feather boa from the upper deck. It's just stupid. So so driver's side, float 6, either the 7th spot or the 8th spot. All right, so we finish up with a post-parade party at Generations Hall. When you get there, cash bar, breakfast buffet. It goes until the last float gets there. And then maybe an hour after the last float gets there, boom, boom, boom. 10 a.m. Getting picked up. We're going to Lucy's in the warehouse district at 10:30 in the morning to start drinking for Endymion. Police escort party bus to Holy Ground on the corner of Norman C. Francis and Canal on the parade route. Breakfast is being catered in. Sack lunch is being catered in. We'll drink there until actually this might be some weather. So we'll drink there for a while. Then we take the party bus and the police escort over to the Red Door on Carrollton. And we drink and we drink and we drink. And then when it's time to go get on floats, police escort and party bus to City Park, where at some point I will meet up with Coach Lane Kiffin, because if he's one of one, these items are certainly one of one, and I have one for him.
So if you're float 6, you might be able to just walk up to him, right?
No, I'm float 6 for Morpheus on Endymion.
Oh,
Yeah.
On Endymion, I am float 18B.
18B.
At 18B, first guy on the passenger side. First guy. Rocky from St. Rose is next to me. And it's a music theme where Mr. Brightside by the Killers is.
Oh, that's a great song.
There. Chance, I appreciate the compliment, but wait, there's more. After the Endymion extravaganza, go back home, into the hotel room, sleep. And then probably about noon on Sunday, all I have to do is go across to the convention center, and that's where Bacchus is. So I ride Bacchus Sunday night, float 20, passenger side, so the sidewalk side. So I'm sidewalk side, Endymion and Bacchus, float 20, fucking George Washington crossing the Delaware is my float. I think we have his hat. We definitely have the white wig. And the thing about Bacchus, man, is so fucking good. Every Bacchus float has throws tied specifically to the theme of their float. So we literally have, I haven't seen the socks yet because each float has their own pair of socks. Bacchus socks are crazy huge. Yes. There's 47 different pairs. I am riding with 3 complete sets. Plus I have my socks. Plus I bought the generic American flag Bacchus socks. So I am riding with 434 pairs of socks alone. Like you could ride just with socks and have the fucking time of your life. So like, you want to see me Sunday night, float 20, passenger side. I'm the second guy in the well. Go team, Zombie Bob, or fucking I will trade you socks for food or drinks. Like I will trade. Daniel, we grew up playing.
I'll trade you socks for the chat.
I got a whole collection sitting on my dining room table that I'm not even bringing with me.
Okay.
I have 47.
We'll talk.
Okay. Yeah. So then that is Sunday night. So I ride at my ripe old age. I ride Friday night Morpheus, Saturday night Endymion, Bacchus, Sunday night, back to back to back. There are not that many people. There's no way. There'll be guys that ride Endymion and then Toth the next morning. And I actually heard of somebody that rode Toth and then had a police escort detail to take them from Toth to their float in Bacchus's lineup. But yeah, there aren't a whole lot of us that do that kind of thing. I don't do anything but sleep on Monday. But this year for Mardi Gras, we are going to catch the Skull and Bones Mardi Gras Indians at about 5 o'clock in the morning in the Treme. So, but Chip, I don't know if I told you this. I told Daniel my new bucket list thing is I want to ride Zulu.
Oh, for sure.
One year I want to do Zulu.
Because
you don't have to be a member to ride Zulu.
The guy I'm going to, he does my buddy Chris, and his dad does walk in Zulu.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. So Zulu's huge now.
Oh, massive, dude! If you at like the day before, like right when the parade's in, man, those people are wild at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Zombie Bob is a man of leisure, and leisure comes in all different forms.
I appreciate that, Daniel. Very well.
He's a man of many trades.
Well, I joke, and David and Paul, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the love. I joke, and this is by no means her fault, but I joke that my
Santa Claus says rides in Mardi Gras parades. That's what you do for a living.
True. I joke that my Mardi Gras obsession is why I have an ex-wife. That's just a punchline. That's not actually reality. But
they did coincide. They did.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. But yeah, the more that mine have increased, anyway. I don't have season tickets. I don't hunt. I don't fish. I don't smoke expensive cigars. This is my obsession. This is what I love to do. I love planning for something as much as I love the event itself. Like on January 2nd, I said to my significant other, her dad turns 90 this June. And on January 2nd, I said, we got to start planning this party. And she looked at me like I was insane. And I think Jimu said that I might as well just say her fucking name. She's in the commercial. Julie said, are you insane? Like, we have Mardi Gras, we have St. Patrick's Day coming up. I'm like, I have those. Like, those are down pat. Like, that's not stressful. I need something else mentally to chew on. So, yeah. So let's talk about the Irish parades, because then we're going to ride in the Gretna Irish Parade. I walk in the Irish Channel. We're riding. Daniel actually is riding with me in the Metairie Road Parade with Tyler Shuck. I ride in the Louisiana Irish Italian Parade in Metairie on the 22nd of March. And usually I ride in Chalmette for the Chalmette parade, but this year it's a little bit late. It's the week after Easter Sunday, so it's April 11th. So we've decided, because we were on upper deck on that. We got to sign the upper deck on that float. I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. So I do usually
for Metairie Road. Are we the upper deck?
You're the upper deck.
I love that. I want to show off. See, I want to show off the cannon.
That's fine.
Especially with like oranges, but just give me oranges.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that. Oh my God. Well, that's another story. Oh, I can't tell the story alone. So anyway, I freaking love it. 20 float 20, passenger side, second guy, Bacchus. 18B, passenger side, first guy, Endymion. Friday night, driver side, float 6, 7 or 8 hole. I'll be there.
7 or 8 hole.
7 or 8 hole. Yeah. My boy Key Young's riding with me Friday night in Morpheus.
He hasn't been kicked out?
Low blow, Daniel. Low blow. Now we're even for the me saying, hey Grant, congratulations are in order.
Yeah, I don't know. Grant didn't respond, so I don't know if that.
Yeah, we're in trouble. Guess who's not appearing tomorrow night?
No, I think it is official, right?
I don't know.
I hope it is. I love that guy. He's a wonderful human being.
So, anyway,
you know what I always thought
Grant is also having a sex change surgery, just like Chip. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm breaking the news.
The deets and what you have to do. Successful surgery.
So anyway, there will be boots on the ground reports throughout the entire weekend, starting tomorrow. Your correspondent, boots on the ground at Mardi Gras, Zombie Bob.
We'll have that on all of our socials. Speaking of socials, we're new to the TikTok game. Thanks to our friends at The Know. Chris, shout out Chris at The Know, saying, you guys got to do the TikToks, the IGs, you get a lot. Because they were posting videos for us that were doing well. And so they were like, you could do this. You get a lot of views that way. So follow us on IG. I don't have an IG. But now we do. And TikTok.
I've always had one. So,
and now China has all of my information.
Yes. Well, they've been.
You want to open up a can of worms and do Drew Brees tonight, or you want to do that another time?
No, AP says he wants a piece of you when it comes to Drew Brees, so you save it for AP.
Hey, this is totally changed the subject. I won't bring this up.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Have a good podcast for Zombie Bob and Mike from Pot of Gold.
Say again?
I have a good podcast for Zombie and Mike from Pot of Gold. They could do one of the best 2 looking men in the room.
Mikey's way better looking than I am. And Mikey has a better Mikey has a very good voice. He has a better voice than I do.
He does. He's a natural. But
he's got a good podcast voice.
He does. He's got a good. Let me just read you the legal disclaimer. And
yeah,
he could do that. He could. I didn't mean to cut you off, Chip. He could read the legal disclaimer and have women in the fucking super chats throwing money.
He could get.
There we go. That's how we need to get super chats.
Mike would get. AOC would cream.
Chip, I can't believe you haven't seen the video of the speech.
Well, he will.
I mean, I like sometimes I just like nothing against her. You are totally allowed to believe whatever you want. This is a free country. It's why it's the best country. And I have nothing against anybody like that. Like,
I do go back over
I
there.
annoy me. I don't trust any politician. But yeah, she just pisses me off. Some of the things she says. I don't disagree.
Hey,
with her.
Chip, the headlights were on.
Beautiful,
The headlights were on. Bright.
bro. I would love to see her thigh highs, heels.
A good idea would be Mike doing an ASMR podcast, just talking. Just the next legal disclaimer is going to be boom, boom, boom. I don't have a voice like Mike, so yeah. All right, Grant. Well, I mean, Grant's coming over to the Go Team. I mean, tampering charges. I mean, what's the NCAA going to do to the Go Team for tampering?
That's what I told Mike when he texted me.
Right?
Well, they're definitely they're gonna do like everything nowadays. Is they're gonna be like, we're going to do a, and it's never come out with an answer for anything.
Right.
Just never gonna say, we're gonna dig into.
I got
it.
one last comment. Nate Oates, Alabama basketball coach, biggest scumbag in sports.
Yeah, why doesn't he get shit on?
Yeah, why the media just gives him a pass.
Did he have a guy that was?
He plays murderers.
Oh, no, and now the kid just knew
an
about
accessory.
It. It's a big deal though.
He brought him the gun.
That was it. You're right. Oh,
yeah, he brought him the gun.
Yeah, but we get shit on for having Lane Kiffin, who's never done. I mean, what the fuck has he done? I mean, I'm sure maybe something.
Is that guy playing in the NBA?
Oh yeah, he's good. I don't know how good he is. I know he was on a team. He got picked up. He was drafted like top.
What's his name? Brandon Miller? Is that right?
Yeah, he was a good player, man. But
anyway.
You know what, though? I did say this during that time. I wish LSU was man enough to do shit like that.
Oh, listen, if Nate Oates is my guy, I'm behind him.
Oh
sure.
You're talking the biggest Will Wade fan in the world.
Yeah. Like, I wish our AD would let that go on, but he was probably embezzling money or something. I can't wait for that to come out one day. Not to say that that's true.
Lane gets shit on for taking pictures of hot chicks doing yoga. JT Lindsay. I was critical of JT Lindsay on this podcast. He definitely knew, but now he's at Ole Miss. So
he didn't play like after that. He was no longer on the team. Just like, but
that's because it's a university policy.
Yeah, I'm sure it's an Alabama policy. They just didn't.
No, the university apparently doesn't have that policy.
They also were allowed to smoke weed and have AK-47s in their cars and ARs.
But now that JT Lindsay's at Ole Miss, fuck JT Lindsay. I'll say it.
Oh, fuck JT Lindsay.
Self-defense, Paul.
Yes,
I did kill a guy, but it was self-defense.
And he is my favorite player for that. Let's be honest, that guy was probably
whoa. Legal disclaimer. Whoa.
No.
We might have to mute the mic for
a second. Is that a record for tonight?
Shiv, I just didn't want that one to go sideways.
No, I'm not going sideways. I'm just saying that guy tried to rob him. He tried to rob me.
Wow, look at the time.
He tried to rob me.
Hey, AP's not in the chat saying, cut it.
He's my favorite player of all time because of it. Okay? I'll just say that. He's amazing.
See, I have something to look forward to.
Paul also says he stands behind Clyde 100%.
Absolutely, Paul.
Okay.
You don't have to
forward to next Thursday when I get control of the chat. Oh, we had 3 that was starred. You starred them?
Yeah, to make sure that I go back to him.
You say I got to have a little tutorial before next Thursday.
Well, once you scroll over a chat, like watch this one. G Moose the legal disclaimer. I can just star it instead of clicking it. All you got to do is you scroll over and you just click it.
Last 6 hours.
What last 6 hours?
When Zombie's on the chat, because we're gonna read every single chat. That's gonna be
Zombie's gonna read every chat, but that shows
he's a man of the people because he's the man of the people. That's why.
Oh, yeah, I've already got
first person to go to an LSU game.
How many people do we still have in with us?
I don't know.
Oh, you can't tell, but G Moose and Lion Up and Paul and David and Chance and Chet are still here. The best sign that I ever saw on a parade route.
F the Me Pros.
No, but Me Pro was there tonight. That's another story. But anyway, my birthday. Look, there's truth in advertising, right? I didn't ride Metairie Road's Irish Parade last year. I went to Irish the Irish Parade on Metairie Road. I literally had a sign that said "Fat but Hungry." I got more fucking throws because people were laughing at me. It's like, hey, here you go. Boom, boom, boom. So we're rocking from St. Rose and I are riding in Endymion, upper deck, driver's side. We're on Canal Street before we make the turn onto St. Charles. And there's, let's just say AOC. Okay. A little bit younger, but like AOC.
What about her number?
AOC is standing on the neutral ground on Canal Street. And she's got a sign and it says, and she's bouncing and it says, throw it to the nub. N-U-B, nub. I turned to Rocky from St. Rose and I said, well, what do you think this is all about? He's like, fuck if I know. Like, what the fuck is the nub, right? And she's bouncing and she's got her sign. Well, we're getting closer and closer and closer. Her friend, a guy next to her, had his arm up. And he only had half of a fucking forearm. And all of the beads, I'll put my identity, all of the beads were hanging off of the fucking nub, just like from halfway to the elbow down and all that. Bomb the fuck out of him.
That guy.
Did you land the nub?
Cool as fuck.
No, I wasn't trying to hit the nub, but
Is there any way that guy was not in the military? Like, because that's how everyone is like that. Unless you went to A&M or West Point or.
Oh, I'm doing live. I'll do a live watch.
Once it gets to the postseason, you'll probably do it. You'll be into it by that point.
I'm all in. I'm all in on LSU baseball now that I know that it exists.
Man of the people. Zombie Bob is probably the funnest person to go to football games with. And by the way, he has had season tickets before. I know he said in the show, I don't have season tickets to anything. He might be getting them this year, by the way. And he's had them before.
Read David's.
David says, do I need to give myself a nub for the Portal King beads? It's an idea. It's an idea.
David, I don't think that you type one-handed. We need both of those hands, and we need some content being created with your expertise for the world of LSU baseball fans. I know that you've written previously for the Saints. We got to drum this up. I want to do a live NFL draft watch party with commentary like this, and then like we shoot it off to David, who's covering certain teams, or chances picking this team, and I want to put that together for the first round for the Thursday night. You can't show any of that, but we can do our reaction to that. So
I will be breaking down Milwaukee tomorrow as well. No, I'm just joking.
So anyway, all right. Anything else about Zombie's amazing Mardi Gras weekend?
No, I'm excited about it. I'm
excited for
How about
you,
this?
Zombie.
How about this? Right? We get our core crew, all the way up and down the chat tonight. We get our core crew. Say that real quick. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, with your help of family and friends, well, we know who they are, like David, Paul, AP, G Moose, certainly, Chance, Lion Up, Chet. Y'all all get complete sets. I'll give you all three of them.
Don't forget Cassidy and the missus too.
Cassidy. Get us to 1,000 subscriptions. We love doing this. We love the content. We love the interaction. We like to do bigger and better things with this, with the community. We do a lot of, what did AP call it? Putting a spotlight on them, sharing the love. Yeah.
Giving them voices.
Giving voices. So we want to do that. So get everyone out there to like and subscribe. I'm taking down names. I have 0 fucking notes from tonight. Put down all the chains, all the names for the chains. The Chain Gang, Daniel. This is the new name, the Chain Gang. Fucking A, babes. 1,000. I think we're at 4.
No, I think it's like 180.
Okay.
Still a ways to go.
But where do we need? We need them on YouTube.
Need them on YouTube. We need them everywhere.
We need them everywhere.
Yeah, we'll take anybody.
The Chain Gang. Well, you know who you are. We know who
1,000
you are.
on YouTube, but throughout. I think we got 2.
So the Chain Gang, fucking A, Daniel. The Chain Gang, the original. Fuck the 10s of 10s. We got the Chain Gang going. Right?
That's right.
I want to. Hey,
line up. Get us there, babe. I'll do some custom orders for you. Once you got the program, it's all fucking good. The only thing limiting us is our own limitations.
G Moose says if X gives him his freaking account back, he's on it.
Okay. Okay.
That's ridiculous. A 7-day wait period when they know your shit's hacked.
Oh, shit. What? How about when you get reported, by a little ninny baby to X?
Long story.
Boom.
Oh,
Hey,
Wait,
I hope to see y'all fucking next week. Not
that
fucking
was
each
still
other, but
great.
I hope to see you. I hope to see you next week. I'll be live streaming. Can we live stream? I'm just saying. I'm submitting reports all fucking weekend. So we'll see.
Oh
what
wait, there
goes
was
on.
there was one by Lion up in here earlier. Did somebody get run over this past weekend?
oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's
No,
good.
her foot got ran over.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's her
Yeah.
fault.
Last time we brought that up, we got in trouble. So gotta stay
Well.
away from that.
Yeah,
I actually was on Pot of Gold mocking Knicks when Knicks killed a person, and then
a day later,
God does not. 2 days later, God does not like ugly, and Karma's a bitch, and Dimian ran over somebody.
Tragedy when anyone dies, but she wasn't
Look,
being
I
smart.
mean, God,
Hey, we don't want to laugh about this.
But Darwinism, if
Yes.
you're trying to climb over the hitch between a tandem float that has 40 people or 50 people on each one as it's moving, it's probably not the best thing to do.
Play stupid games,
Yeah.
win stupid prizes, right?
We do need to. Anybody listen to Saints Happy Hour podcast? Award-winning. They've been around forever. They're really, really funny.
Yeah, they are.
They have an 800 number, and they just play the calls that people call in and bitch or talk or whatever. So it's really funny. So call us at 1-800-555-TEAM. Leave us a message, and we'll play it on here. But here's to my chain gang. All this could be yours.
Last question. I have a question. Can I ask it?
Of course.
Go.
Go. How do you start like a walking parade? Like the
It's easy. I already know. Dude, I had
The Golden guys are in parades in Baton Rouge, Chip.
I have the perfect idea for a walking club, and I actually talked to a board member for Crew de Vue, and it's actually pretty fucking cool. So
what was it?
Believe it or not, it was the Crew of Ducks. And you think well, what the fuck is that? That doesn't, but you have long duck dong.
What's happening?
Yeah, sitting duck.
You had another idea back in the day.
I have tons of them. Well, nobody knows who the fucking Chris Farley. Oh, I have a Chris Farley.
No, you had
one
Al Bundy. Y'all were gonna line up and run plays.
Oh, that was great. But he can't fucking run in New Orleans on that. I was gonna have
Bob's just the idea guy.
I am the fucking idea guy, man. I wanted a walking club in New Orleans, Chip. It was just, Polk High School, Al Bundy, scored 4 touchdowns in a single game, the greatest moment of his fucking life, right? Exactly. So then I'd had the fat guys, the offense and defensive linemen carrying the captain on their shoulders. The captain would be the king that year, would have females, as the cheerleaders, would have referees on the sides to keep the crowd back. And then I just have the little offensive linemen, boom, pop up into a stance and just stay there. Then the wide receivers would go, the back would go. But the street's kind of crowded. We would have the grounds crew ahead of them because some of the walking clubs have push broom guys out in front of them to clear the beads and the debris. So yeah, I was going to run, but what was I going to call it?
Polk High.
I don't know, Gridiron Heroes or some shit like that, sponsored by No Mayhem or whatever. But my other one, the Chris Farley, the Chris Farley song. Well, no, it's Adam Sandler's song, The Lunch Lady. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. And Chris Farley was dressed up as the lunch lady. So yeah, just a bunch of fat guys dressed up as the lunch lady, handing out, vegetables or, smashing your ass with a spatula or something like that.
The most underrated Chris Farley is definitely when they're the old couple and he's reading
the Zagat, restaurant book.
Oh, look what now. That's the best one. That's the most underrated one that nobody really talks about.
Oh, it's fucking awesome. I
He's
love
a fat old lady.
Didn't you have the Adam Sandler cassette just on repeat in your car?
Oh,
back in the day? Was it you or Angry Capri?
I
think it was you because you were obsessed with Sloppy Joe, right?
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe.
When you're down there, why don't you play with cock and balls?
Yeah.
What did you say? Yeah, why don't you pick that up and while you're down there, play with your cock and balls?
I had Outcast in CD player.
You did.
AP and I share a love for Outcast, and
Everyone should share love for
oh,
Outkast. They're one of the
yeah.
greatest groups
in
of
that
all
Rock
time.
and Roll Hall of Fame.
They should.
When
be. They're fucking amazing.
you drove me, Chip, and Spencer around NYC, and we
Mhm.
just listened to Outkast.
Absolutely.
It quoted Braveheart.
Outkast played Braveheart while we were riding because that was all the cars had TVs in them.
I'm skilled.
In the arts of war and military tactics.
Is he qualified?
I just, dude, the best thing about that movie is whenever the sweet little my sweet
God.
gentle little.
Oh God, where are we going?
No, but when he looks down after he falls and the guy's like, and he's like,
Yeah, we're saying the same scene.
yeah, no, but
Friedrich.
freeze frame that look. It should be a meme. He's just like,
Yeah, he comes at him like that.
and he kicks
Friedrich is my new
when he gets hit in the gut.
And I appointed, what was the guy's name?
Friedrich or something.
Friedrich. Yeah, my high counsel.
Yeah, he's my military high counselor.
My high counselor.
Right.
Yeah, military high counselor.
Is he qualified?
I am
I'm
skilled
skilled in the arts of war and military tactics. Well, what do you think of the current situation?
Oh! And he goes, "Eh!" He takes out his little dagger and he like whiffs. The father punches him and he goes to the ground and he hits him in the gut. And he goes, "Oh!"
Yeah, he does.
Off the fucking rails.
So no. Do you know the gay son in that is based on a real life king that you know supposedly how he died?
Was it probably, getting shit shoved up his ass?
Yes, a hot iron they shoved up his ass because he was gay. So like the nobles kidnapped him.
Not right.
Yeah, and so that was their way of killing him without anything obvious being done to his body because they didn't do autopsies back in the day, and so they knew he was gay. He was disgraced to England, so they kidnapped him, put him in a tower, and then they had to get rid of him. So that was the way they killed him, supposedly.
That's horrible. But Omar Gaddafi died like that too.
Who did?
Yeah, I remember.
That's a tough looking scene, but dude was a shitty human.
Gaddafi. Yeah.
Hot iron up his ass?
No, he got like a fucking, I don't know if it was a sword or like a bayonet.
Yeah, his was like a sharp object.
Yeah, it didn't look
No
good.
more Gaddafi? I thought we hanged him.
No,
that was Saddam.
Well, I mean, it was our crew that killed him, and then we probably fought. They're also the same crew that probably killed us in Benghazi. That we probably paid for.
David says my favorite part of these shows is when Chip starts talking about something random and Daniel winces as he waits to see what it's about.
Shit. All right, Chain Gang, we love you. Hit and subscribe. Get your grandma on. Get everybody on. All this and more. We appreciate it. We love you. Take care of these guys and the rest of the community while I'm in Mardi Gras. Come see me. Show me a zombie sign. The Geaux Team. Lions Day Drinking Club. Boom.
Anyone can find Savannah Guthrie's mom, please fucking call.
Please contact the local authorities.
Yeah.
Right back
I'm
where we
interested to see
started.
where the hell she's at.
Yeah, like, look, this is our topics tonight. Start right back where we started. All right, appreciate you guys.
Last thing, and good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever
Wherever you are.